All right, in this video, we're going to take a look at Amberlynn's most recent weigh-in videos, the last three from November 17th through December 1st. I'm trying to catch up on her content. I'm so behind after Thanksgiving. So hopefully this next week I'll be up to current content. Um, let's take a look at how she's been doing. Let's see if she's met those goals, see if she's still on that downward trend, and keep it on track. I would love to see her succeed and keep going. So, all right, let's get into it. Okay, first up, we have Amberlynn's weigh-in from November 17th, and it looks like she's going to talk about being bullied for being fat. So I'm really interested to hear what she has to say about that.
Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday Weigh-In. But if you want, can we try again? Try again. Oh yeah. Okay, so you guys know the drill. I am going to answer your guys' three weight-related questions, and then we're gonna talk about the week. How much did I lose? How much did I gain? How did my week go? So the first question is, did you
Hey, let's hope you met your goal, girl. Let's get into those 400s.
ever get bullied in school because of your weight? I did. For a hot minute there, I was known as Fat Amber. I really didn't get like the same experience as normal kids or teenagers get in high school because of how I look. I never got asked to the dance or to prom. I never really went to like parties or had sleepovers. No, I was snickered about. There was this thing that happened actually when I was in fifth grade. These girls would sneeze every time I walked by them, and they would say, "Oh, sorry, I'm allergic to fat." I was always the ugly friend and always the fat friend. I think it was hard being in school and growing up because of that. Like,
You know, kids can be little shits. They really can. Um, I can really empathize with Amber when it comes to being picked on and like growing up and not really doing a lot of the things that kids typically do. I was picked on a little bit in middle school by a few girls and people. I don't really know why. I mean, I wasn't like super overweight. I had a few extra pounds when I was a kid, but I wasn't like super overweight like I am now. Um, but I can really, feel, what she was going through as a kid, and I can see how that could affect her as an adult, for her to think that anytime somebody is mean to her now as an adult, it's because of her weight, when it's not. It's just because she can be kind of a crap person as an adult. Um, I really feel for her though. That can really affect you when you're a kid growing up and dealing with those kinds of issues. And that can really put her on the defensive as an adult when it comes to people saying rude or mean things about her in the comments. And she could take, oh, well, everybody's being mean to me just because I'm overweight. And then she doesn't hear any of the other criticism that people have. It's just always fat shaming or, because she's overweight. Whenever, even if she were to lose all of the weight, her personality and who she is isn't going to change. So I think she would still get a lot of the same criticism that she's getting now, even if she weren't overweight. Yeah, but I really feel for her that, being called Fat Amber and going through that as a kid, it sucks. It really does. I mean, I had some friends when I was a kid, and we would do sleepovers, but I didn't do a lot of the typical like slumber party type things or birthday parties or things like that when I was a kid. So I understand that. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I couldn't afford, the newest Nikes and stuff. We went to Walmart for my, back to school shopping because it was what we had in our small town. Um, so I really feel for her.
I remember in sixth grade, we went to a field trip to a water park. I literally wore a shirt and like these long shorts while everyone else around me was in a bathing suit. Even at a young age, I still had really thick legs. I never had normal sized calves at all.
Girl, I am definitely a pear shape. I gain weight in my lower half first, so me too, me too.
all, and I would be torn apart by people because of how my legs looked. There were a few times where I went into the bathroom in middle school, and on the bathroom stall it said like Amberlynn is a fast. I've always been bullied, discriminated against, fat shamed because of my weight. But I think the most frustrating part of it all is all these guys in high school would give me no time of day. They wouldn't look at me. They wouldn't talk to me. But yeah, when we got out of high school, they would hit me up on social media. Like, I always had a crush on you. It's just like, really, you don't want to like make it known that you like the fat shit.
You know, kids are that way. They don't want to be picked on by their friends when they're in high school or whatever for liking someone that isn't as popular as the other people.
Like, at the time, all those things seriously bothered me. But now as a 30-year-old woman, I'm just like, what the hell ever. I firmly believe
You know, everybody grows up, everybody changes, hopefully for the better.
that if you could make fun of someone's appearance, such as like how big they are, then you're kind of just like a pathetic human being. Next question is, are you scared of loose skin once you lose more weight? I used to be so afraid of loose skin, like terrified. And now I want loose skin. Like, I want to embrace it because loose skin just means that I put in a lot of hard work and I did the damn thing. Like, loose skin to me is like a
You know, absolutely, it shows that you put in the work, you lost a lot of weight, and you know, it's kind of a badge of honor really for you. And you can always have surgery to have it removed if it bothers you and if it gets in the way of your quality of life.
trophy. Like, you earn that. You literally earn that. You lost a ton of weight. You changed your life. I am more afraid of dying because of the weight that I am now. Thankfully, there's always the option to get loose skin removed, which is probably something I will look into when the time comes. But as of right now, I would live my whole life with loose skin as long as it meant that I would be able to live a happy, healthy, fulfilling life. Last question. What is the
You know, obese to beast has a lot of loose skin, and he, you know, right now has no plans to have it removed. You know, he put in a lot of hard work and he looks amazing. He's done great. He's living his best life. He's pretty awesome.
biggest emotional change you have noticed with your weight loss? So when I read this question, I don't know if I'm going to be answering this right, but when I read this question, what I thought of was how I'm a very emotional person. And when I have so many emotions, especially like negative ones or sad ones or like out of loneliness, I would always turn to food for comfort. It seemed like nothing else could comfort me the way that food did. And that's the reason why I am the way I am. So now that I'm not binging and not going to food for comfort, that has been just
You know, good for you not binging. I'm really surprised that she was able to kind of find better ways to cope with the binge eating, considering I don't think she addressed it in therapy to really kind of get to the root cause. You know, it seems like she might know the root cause of it, you know, based on her saying that it's an emotional eating type thing. But I think she has other triggers as well, if I remember correctly from previous videos, with her saying that certain like fast food is a trigger for her, and like sometimes sweets are a trigger for her. So it'll be interesting to see if she's able to continue to not binge.
it has been hard. It has been a crazy adjustment. There have been several times I reach for my phone, I open the Uber Eats app, and I say, you know what, I'm gonna eat my depression away. I've opened my fridge in hopes I could find something to binge on because I felt lonely and I knew food at the time would make me feel less lonely. But I would close the app, I'd close the fridge, and I would go journal. And I have to sit in those emotions and I hate it. So when it comes to like emotion and like mental, that has been such a drastic change in my life. And it's honestly so hard to have to
You know, having a therapist will really help with that too.
feel emotions that you constantly blocked out with food. I feel myself crying more, maybe feeling a little bit more agitated than usual. And it's all because I can't turn to the drug that would make me high. But every day when I fall asleep, I am going to bed proud. And every day when I wake up, I feel super happy, content, and empowered with the choices that I made the day prior. Every single day that I say no to emotional eating is literally a day closer to me to reach my goals and to live the life that I want to live. So let's get to the weigh in, shall we? So last Wednesday,
That's
November 10th,
Shawl.
I weighed 507.4. That day I had 1,628 calories.
7.4.
On November 11th, I weighed 504.4, which was down 3 pounds exactly, and I ate 1,590 calories. On November 12th, I weighed 502.2, which was down 2.2 pounds, and that day I ate 1,815 calories. On November
Okay.
15th, I weighed 501.0, so I was down 1.2 pounds, but
Getting
that day
close.
I ate 2,859 calories. So instead of having a cheat day, I did
You know, but her weight, she can probably still eat 2,000 calories and still lose a little bit of weight, you know, slow and steady.
having a cheat meal. But what I kind of should have done, I should have waited a night to have my cheat meal because I ended up eating all my calories for this day. And then I had my cheat meal. It was waste. I wasn't thinking clearly. It was more so just like robotic, like, oh my god, food. I feel like I want to have a cheat meal. I should really plan my day around it instead of like
Absolutely. If you're deciding today, I know I'm craving, what is she likes? That seafood boil or whatever. Ugh, I hate seafood. Then she could plan, hey, I know I'm going to see food for dinner tonight. This is how many calories that's going to be. Here I need to eat earlier in the day to be able to fit this into what I want to follow today. Or I really want to have these new tacos. For me, over Thanksgiving, there was a new taco place in town, and my brother and I went there for lunch. Um, they were really good, the new taco place, and tried to fit that into my calories for the day.
Eating all my calories and then having a cheat meal at the end of the day because I kind of treated it as a cheat day now that I look at it. So that day is frustrating, but we're going to put that behind us. The next day on November 14th, I waited.
Calories for a cheat day isn't bad. That's kind of most people's maintenance calories. So, 2000 for a cheat day, it's not too shabby in my opinion.
Which I was up 1 pound from the cheat day slash meal. I ate 1,545 calories. The next day on November 15th, I weighed in at 501.2, which was down 0.8, and I ate 1,871 calories. November 16th, I weighed in at 500.4, which was down 0.8, and I ate 1,465 calories. So as you guys can tell, yesterday, very, very, very close to the 400s. So when I stepped on the
Super
scale today,
close.
I was like, please, body, listen to me, listen to my
Did you
soul,
do
listen
it?
to my heart, listen to my dreams, and
Come
embrace what I want and
on.
how hard I've been working. So I stepped on the scale, and I weighed in at 498.6. So that is
All
a
right.
weight loss from yesterday, and I reached the 400s, you guys. I literally,
That is awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now let's keep it going.
I think I went through like a moment where I was like numb and like I'll be honest, I've been having like kind of an emotional day. Mentally, I'm just not doing very good today, but we're still filming this video. We're still feeling proud. Like I'm just like super excited that I never have to come on here again and be like, yeah, I'm 500 something. I can now be like, I'm 400 something. You guys, I reached the goal that I was going for. So this week, I've lost 8.8 pounds. In total, I've lost 73.8. So we're 1.2
That's
away from the
amazing.
75 pounds down mark, which is pretty exciting. But we're
It's amazing.
26.2 away from losing 100 pounds. So my next goal is to reach 472.4, which would put me down at 100 pounds. That is what I'm currently aiming for, and I'm like super excited to reach it. Like I can't even imagine coming on here and just being like, I'm down 100 pounds. I'm down. Like that's gonna be freaking incredible.
Setting the little goals, that's excellent. They're more attainable instead of being like, here's my end goal. Setting small goals along the way will really help and make it more attainable.
And what's amazing about my new mindset is I know it's gonna happen. It's not like a if it happens, it's a when will it happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this weigh-in video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
All right, Amberlynn is in the 400s. That is amazing. I hope she keeps at it and keeps reaching those goals. Did have an off day, it sounds like, but it sounds like she also tried to address it. I don't know if that has anything to do with her binge eating or if she just really wanted that cheat meal. But she got back on track, and hopefully she continues to do so if she gets off track again. Right now we have Amberlynn's weigh-in from November 24th, which is the day before Thanksgiving. Let's see what she's going to say about gaining weight for views. That's interesting.
Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday Weigh-In.
But if you want, can we try again? Try again. Oh yeah.
So can we believe that this is the 6th Wednesday Weigh-In video in a row, and I actually have been successful?
Hey, good job. I'm glad you're staying on track. I'm glad you're keeping with your schedule. Things seem to be going really well for you right now. Mickey Mouse.
So I was looking through my little notebook because this is where I keep all my notes for every week, like my weigh-ins, like how I did that week, and like the 3 questions that you guys asked me. And I noticed that this is the 6th one. I don't know, that's a record for me. Okay, so your guys' 3 questions. Let's get to that first. You guys know the drill. First one is surgery and all considered, what would you realistically like to weigh at the end of 2022? So I don't know if I am for sure getting weight loss surgery. It is just something that is currently up in the air, kind of just taking the steps towards possible surgery. Like all we have right now is an appointment in January with the surgeon. That's literally all we have. But regardless, whether I have surgery or I don't, I've already thought about this. And in a year, I would like to lose about like.
I just want to point out real quick that her choker seems to be sitting lower down on her neck than it usually does. So I think that's a good positive sign of some weight loss, that her neck is getting smaller. It would be interesting to see her to maybe start taking some measurements to track as well, but I don't think she would keep that up.
150 pounds. So I would love to be 350. And when I say 150 pounds, I'm kind of just like round.
That sounds kind of doable. I mean, that's like 10 pounds a month, 12 pounds a month, 3-ish pounds a week, maybe. That seems like it might be doable at her size. Once she starts losing more and more weight, it'll be a little more difficult to lose that much, but that might be doable.
It. So yeah, I think ultimately my goal, I would love to be 350 on January 1st of 2023. So that is in 13 months. I definitely think that it's doable for someone my size.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about lymphedema. I just know that it's like swelling in like the lymph nodes caused by like fluid buildup, I think, because there's a blockage somewhere. Um, I know it's not curable. There are some treatments and things that can help with it, help with the pain, help make it smaller. Um, we don't see her legs very often, but it looks like there is significant swelling areas there.
Edema is still going to be big, and that terrifies me for like shallow reasons, because it's like I look deformed now, but I feel like if I was to lose a ton of weight and my lymphedema, like especially in my calf, like stays pretty big, like I'm gonna feel super self-conscious about that, and I don't really know what to do with that. I'm trying to like push that fear away because I know that I'm actively saving my life, and that's more important than like how I look. And I have to look at the bigger picture.
Absolutely.
With weight loss,
Absolutely.
I am shrinking the lymphedema, which is actually a good thing, obviously, because that means less swelling, less pain, less chance of infection. Another fear I have, which is already something that does happen, is like realizing fat phobic people walk upon this earth way too closely. I noticed that depending on what I weigh, I
Mm.
get treated differently, whether it be
Uh, I let's see what she says about this. I don't know.
online or in person. The more I weigh, the less smiles I get in public or the less respect I get in public, versus when I start to lose weight, I notice people starting to smile.
I don't know if that has anything to do with how you look. Maybe you're not smiling and they don't feel a need to smile back at you. I mean, some people just don't smile at others when they're in public. I don't know if it has anything to do with the way you look. Um, I I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if you notice anything different when you do lose weight. Maybe you'll be happier when you lose weight, so you'll be smiling more, and then people will be reciprocating that more.
Smile more at me, being more a little bit more friendly. And to me, that's frustrating. So it's like, let's just say in this wild
Yeah, so I think maybe you're reading into it more and thinking it's because you're overweight. Because you blame everything on being overweight and people fat shaming.
land we have here, I'm like in the 200s and people start treating me drastically better. Like that scares me, because it's just like, damn, you couldn't have treated me with the same respect just because like I weighed higher than I do now. Like it just,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't like the thought. I do not like the thought, but
I
it does
don't
happen. And that's like reality. A
I
lot of
don't
people
think
share
that's going to be
stories
an
of
issue.
like how they get treated so much differently once they've lost a ton of.
Now, some people are treated differently when it comes to like being approached by people as far as like asking them out on dates or whatever, because you know more people might be asking them out on dates or whatever, asking for their number. Um, but as far as like just in general treatment, I don't know.
Weight. And I just think that's so wrong. And it truly just goes to show it's like a real life experiment of, is fat shaming real? Because yes, it really is. So there are like a few more little things that I do fear, but another one I really fear is like, what if I'm spending all of this time focusing on weight loss, which has been fun at times. It's been amazing to see my accomplishments, but it's also been very hard at other times. I have literally cried my eyes out because I wanted to binge so bad, and I just.
It's not going to be easy. It's not an easy journey. That's why it's so hard for people to lose weight. That's why you see so many people on like YouTube on weight loss journeys, because it helps to be held accountable. That's why there's TV shows like My 600-Pound Life and 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Wouldn't allow myself like all those hard moments and like those moments of choosing broccoli over hot Cheetos. It's like, was it all worth it? Is it all gonna be worth it? The best way I can describe that is like, I'm losing weight for health reasons, but what if my future, there is something wrong with me, like health related, that my weight had nothing to do with? Like, does that make sense what I'm trying to say? What
You can't control that, but there's so many other things that losing weight will help, but if there's something else wrong, you don't know that yet. So you can't really be like, well, I lost all this weight and there's still something wrong. It doesn't matter. Just lose the weight to help you feel better and to help mitigate any other possible issues that you might have.
But if all this hard work doesn't pay off, that is what I'm trying to say. That is terrifying, but I do not want to look at it like that. But these are just like true normal fears that I have in the back of my mind.
Bob Harper, one of the Biggest Loser trainers, he's in excellent shape. He had a heart attack a few years ago. I mean, you just don't know if there's anything else that might be, underlying health concerns. You just don't know, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't work to be the best version of yourself that you can be.
But I still feel like these fears are not strong enough to prevent me from losing weight because the fear of me dying prematurely, now that's the strong fear. That's the fear that's in the forefront of my brain. So the last question is, will you ever actually try to get healthy or will it always be for the views? This question frustrates me for several reasons because it's like when I was gaining weight, people thought it was for the views. And now, according to this person,
I think it'll go hand in hand. I mean, people want to see her succeed. And then there's people that also want to see her fail. I mean, so either way, she's going to get more views.
me losing weight is for the views. I have never gained weight or lost weight for the views or for YouTube. Like me gaining weight happened to just be documented online, which happened to get me the most views, which is sad. Like I feel like I can go down like a whole tangent when it comes to this topic. So many people have been saying like I'm super boring lately. And I noticed that people find me the most boring when I'm actually being like successful, when there's no like trolling or there's no like mukbangs on my channel. And the reason why I know this is because if you go to my channel and you go to the most popular videos, it's all of me eating or just like super troll train wreck videos. That's what entertains people the most. So it's like, it's sad.
I think because I hate to say it, but your personality isn't the most entertaining. I mean, neither is mine. So, me too, girl, me too. But, um, and when people did find you the most entertaining, it's when you had other people on your channel, like Becky or Ricky and Eric, because they were able to see you interact with other people, and that was a little more entertaining than you sitting on your couch or you cleaning your kitchen or filling up a coffee container.
That people call me boring now, but all the same, it's kind of like a compliment. I feel like I'm rambling, but I'm trying to say is me losing weight is not for the views. If I wanted views and that was my goal, was to get as many views as I could, weight loss videos would not be it. That's not the answer. Mukbangs are the answer. Troll videos are the answer. But doing these what I ate today videos, these weigh-in videos, it's not for views. It's just me sharing my journey. Okay, so now it is time for the weigh-in. So last Wednesday, which was November 17th, I weighed in
All
at
right.
498.6.
All right.
So
Good
normally
job,
I'm
girl.
tell you guys like what I weighed every single day, but I did not do daily weigh-ins. It's mainly because I was low-key kind of off track.
I think not doing daily weigh-ins is much better for your mental health and it'll be much better for your journey. So good on you. Even if it's because you were off track, that's fine. You know that seeing a possible, small gain is going to really affect you mentally. Don't get on the scale that day.
On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I personally did not want to step on the scale and see the damage that I did. So I just didn't. Plus, I noticed a lot of people saying, don't weigh yourself daily. We don't care about the daily weigh-ins. We just want to know how much you lost in a week. I'm hearing you guys. I'm listening to you guys. So I'm definitely going to stop telling you guys, like,
Okay,
if I do
good.
end up weighing daily, like next week, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys my weight every single day because I hear you guys loud and clear. Sometimes all the numbers get super confusing. So I totally understand. But besides those 3 days where I was kind of off track, I had a pretty decent week. So I weighed in today on November 24th
Okay.
at
493.4. So that's what, 5 pounds?
493.4. So I did decide to film it for you guys. I figured, what the heck, this is a super easy clip. Let's just set my camera up, set my scale up where it needs to go. I know it has been requested, so I figured, why not? So that means this week I am down 5.2 pounds.
5.2. Awesome.
Which is only 1 pound away from 80 and 21 pounds
Amazing.
from losing 100. I think that is pretty fantastic. So this week is
You'll be there in no time.
holiday week. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I will be spending it by myself alone. So I don't have like a big Thanksgiving dinner to worry about or anything like that. But my goal still stays the same. I really just want to every day make sure I am doing my exercises, moving more, paying attention to what I'm eating, counting calories. And every week, I just want to be down more weight. I'm just really excited to hit that 100-pound mark. So I hope that
You're making that progress. All right, it's good to see the scale still moving down for her. That's awesome. I think not weighing in every day is a good move. It will help her mentally, I think, when it comes to the numbers. She seems to really take the small gains really hard, and it will throw her off track. So I think not weighing every day is a good idea. All right, let's see how she did the first week of December. All right, this is Amberlynn's latest weigh-in as of the filming of this video. This is December 1st weigh-in. Title seems kind of clickbaity, fearing for my life. I know it's probably in response to one of the questions she was asked, but you know what, it is what it is. Got a Christmas tree in the background, feeling festive. All right, let's see how you did.
Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday Weigh-In.
But if you want, can we try again? Try again. Oh yeah.
So since it is December 1st, I figured we would have a Christmas tree in the background. I still haven't yet decorated it. The only thing that has been done is the Christmas lights. I'm hoping to actually get it decorated today, so I'm actually pretty excited for that. So my makeup is really messed up because I was doing a little bit of crying because I'm having some jaw pain currently right now, like all right here, and it hurts really bad. Talking does make it hurt worse, so I'm gonna try to get through this.
So you've had your wisdom teeth removed. I was gonna say that could be it. I don't know. I mean, if it keeps hurting, go to the dentist maybe, see if it's a tooth issue.
As quickly as possible, but I don't want it to seem like too rushed or anything like that. So let's start with the 3 questions. Okay, so the first question is, what triggers you the most to binge eat? I think the number one thing that makes me want to binge eat is just like overwhelming amount of sadness, also loneliness and boredom. Like if I'm feeling any sort of negative emotion,
So almost any emotion it seems. Um, boredom I definitely sometimes. Um, yeah, so any negative emotion, that's mm, yeah, you need to talk to your therapist about that.
and I do not want to feel it, then binge eating seems like the cure for the time because like while I'm binging, it feels really good. Like food just comforts me on a whole other level. Something I have like recently discovered, I had to throw away my peanut butter because it became a major trigger food. Over this last week, there was a couple times.
Peanut butter. I, if peanut butter is an issue and you had to throw it away, maybe try getting some PB2. I have some PB2. It's 70 calories for 2 tablespoons, and you have to mix it with water to make it the peanut butter texture. But I will throw this into some yogurt and mix it up to give it peanut butter flavor. If I'm making a smoothie or a shake, throw some in, to give it a peanut butter flavor without using actual peanut butter. Um, so this would be much harder for this would be much harder for you to binge on because it takes more effort to make it into a peanut butter paste or peanut butter texture. And I don't imagine you're going to sit there and eat spoonfuls of peanut butter powder.
Where I literally just took the jar of peanut butter and I started eating just like spoonfuls of it. So that went in the trash
But also, there are worse things you could have binged on than peanut butter. So
because even just having a serving
in the trash, you put it in. There's nobody that would have taken it.
of it, absolutely not, because it just majorly triggered me for some reason. Now that I'm actually sitting here thinking about it, I think it's because it's super sweet and I'm currently not allowing myself to have anything sweet. So the minute like peanut butter entered my mouth, I was like, oh my God.
If you maybe try getting some natural peanut butter that isn't as sweet, maybe.
Like, and I kind of just felt like overboard on it. So I was like, nope, can't be doing that. Next question is, what's your favorite diet you've tried, even if you weren't successful? So as you guys know, I have done every diet. We have done Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, calories, low carb, vegetarian, vegan, Octavia, whatever the heck it's called. I don't even know. I've done intuitive
You found an excuse to quit all of them.
eating, just everything. But for some reason, when I think of my most favorite, I always think of Jenny Craig. Like everything is planned out for you. You buy their food, you eat their food, you also eat tons of veggies and fruits all day long. I don't know. I just like the aspect of like I didn't have to think about what I was going to eat. I didn't
Really
have to cook
expensive
because it was all
too.
cooked for me. Every single diet that I've tried has potential to be successful. It was just me that stopped doing it. So that's why I always failed at everything.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you recognize that. Why do I keep clicking on these views? There are no comments. This isn't live. Stop it.
I tried. Last question. Do you actively fear for your life due to your weight, or is it not a daily thought? So this used to never
Here
be
we
a
go.
thought in my head at all. Like maybe once every few months, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna die because of my size. It wasn't until like recently that I started to be fearful of dying. And it's mainly because like I don't want to die young. Like I have created a future that I really, really want for myself. And the only way that I can fulfill that future is to be alive. And there's people in my life that I can't imagine never seeing again. And okay, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to live. I just want to live. And yes, my answer is yes. I am fearful
So this really is a valid concern. You know, I had a half sister when I was growing up, and I say had because she passed away when I was a teenager. I only met her a few times because she lived in Oklahoma. Um, I was, I think, 12 or 13, I believe. I think I was in junior high when she passed away. So and she was morbidly obese. She was probably a little bigger than Amberlynn. She was probably 550, 600 pounds, maybe. She was short too. And she passed away in her early 30s, I believe, just because she was morbidly obese. Her body just shut down. It couldn't take it anymore. Um, so it's this is definitely a valid fear that Amber Lynn should have, and I'm glad that she's taking it seriously now because it would be really sad to see her, you know, pass away because she's overweight like this.
every single day. And I'm constantly afraid of like my health. And I'm constantly wondering, do I have any health issues that I don't know about? Is losing weight really truly saving my life? Like I totally wish there was a quick fix, but it's not reality. Okay, so I feel like this is getting too extreme of a topic. So let's just move on to the weigh-in. So this last week for me has been very up and down. I spent the holiday alone, so that was really, really hard for me. Like Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays like that are always really hard for me, but like spending it alone kind of hit a whole new like level of pain. So there was
Given her upbringing and the way she grew up, I could definitely understand how holidays can be hard for her. Um, I have not watched her videos from Thanksgiving yet, about being alone or whatever, so I'll be watching those next to see her thoughts on it.
one or two nights where I did binge eat, and one of those nights did consist of peanut butter. On Thanksgiving night, I actually ordered Thanksgiving dinner from a restaurant. It was literally the only restaurant that was open near me, and the only thing they had available was like the family size where it like serves six or something. So I ended up
Um, I don't. That seems a little sus to me, but she could have ordered like a Thanksgiving like single plate meal from a grocery store previously. I'm pretty sure Kroger's does that, which they have Kroger's there in Kentucky. I know one of my local grocery stores, Deerberg's, you can get a single serving holiday plate meal, and you can pick it up the day before Thanksgiving or whenever, a couple days before. I know I ordered some sides from Deerberg's to have with my brother when he came for Thanksgiving, before. So mm, waiting till the last minute to do an order, I don't know.
having one normal sized plate, like kind of in the middle of the day, and then I had another one at night. There was a day this week where I was really craving Five Guys, and Five Guys can easily run you a couple
Five Guys is so greasy, and yeah, it can get you a lot of calories real quick.
thousand calories. I love their fries, and their fries are so high calorie, it's insane. And usually I just get one of their little cheeseburgers, but that's like pretty high calorie as well. So instead of wasting thousands of calories of Five Guys, I decided to Instacart little mini frozen cheeseburgers from the store, and I was able to have two of them for only 340 calories.
Yeah, if you're craving a cheeseburger, find a healthier alternative to it.
At the time, I wasn't thinking health. I wasn't trying to make like a smart, healthy decision in that sense. My goal was just not to binge. And honestly, I feel very proud of that decision because it was so hard for me not to order Five Guys. So yeah,
So what would have triggered that binge? Would this have been loneliness or just you wanted a burger and you wanted to eat all the burgers?
this week was not the most perfect week, but I'm excited for this new coming up week because it's like, okay, we have a new month, we have a new week, we got this. Last Wednesday, I weighed 493.4, and today I weighed
1.8?
so I'm 491.6, which makes me really happy. So that means this week I'm down 1.8. Y'all, thinking of all of the things I went through this last
Still
week, like
going the right
all of the
direction.
holidays and just like that sadness I feel, I wanted all the food. I wanted literally all the food. So the fact that I didn't maintain or even gain during this last week, but I lost, I'm very freaking proud of that. So yeah, this week down 1.8. This month,
Small victories. Look at the big picture.
On the first, I weighed 504.6, which would put me down 13 pounds this month. But as you guys know,
Okay,
I had
good.
kind of a slip up in the middle
It's
of the
4
month. On
pounds.
the 9th, I weighed 511.8. So if we were to calculate that, that'd be 20 pounds down this month. So either way, it's 13 pounds or 20 pounds. Either way, it's freaking amazing.
You know,
So that means
4 to 5
total, I'm
pounds a
down
week is
80.8
great.
pounds, y'all. 80.8.
Awesome.
I reached another milestone. Like, that's so exciting. So my December 1st goal was to weigh 484, and clearly I'm 7 pounds away from that. So I did fail, which is okay. I am
Don't look at it as a failure. Don't look at it that way, because that will trigger you probably.
really not going to beat myself up about it. I know where I went wrong. I know where I could have changed things. Like, I didn't need to order Thanksgiving dinner. I didn't need to eat all that peanut butter. Like, there were things that I have done this month where if I wouldn't have done those things, then I would have reached my goal. So I totally understand. My fault. This journey is not going to be perfect. So I do want to have a January 1st goal, just because I do like to have goals. I like to work towards them even if I don't reach them. And I really want to weigh 475.6, which would be a 16-pound loss in December. I think I
If you lost 16 to 20 in November, I think you can do it.
can do it. I have no reason why I can't. So let's cross our fingers. So if I did reach that, that means it would put me down at I'd be down 97 pounds, which would be 3 pounds away from 100. Oh my God. I really, really hope that I can reach that goal, y'all. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this weigh-in video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hey, it looks like our girl is on track. She's losing weight. She's still keeping it in the right direction. Hopefully not weighing in every day will really help her not get too bogged down in the numbers. And maybe she will be less likely to have binging episodes based on that. It does seem that some other things are triggering her though. I mean, peanut butter is an interesting one. I really think getting some PB2 to replace jars of regular peanut butter might help her with that. She'll never watch this to get that advice, but still putting it out there. Hey, let's hope she continues the downward trend on weight loss. I'm really happy to see her doing well. I would hate to see anything bad, happen to her, despite what I think of her as a person. So, that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you all have a great week. Be safe. Take care.